Hi guys, welcome back. It is Four Towers Films, joined by
Doug, 218. What is up?
Happy Sunday. We are back with another edition of Big Brother Canada Season 7, Episode 14. We are back to another HOH and nomination episode.
And what an episode. Holy
A
smokes.
lot happened actually in this episode, I must say.
Well, they give us the
Of course, a recap of what happened previous
previously on
episode,
Big Brother.
the eviction episode.
So, goes right into the HOH.
Well, it went into the HOH, but it was kind of interspersed with like immediately after the eviction. So Dan was upset that Kiki threw him under the bus. Well, you were trying to get her out. What do you expect?
Well, he was going around, I'm in the crud because of your friend.
Because of your friend to SD, because
Yeah.
they went into the blue room, and he's like, "Oh, Kiki just threw me under the bus." Well, yeah,
Dude,
you weren't working with her, really, were you? He goes, "Oh, I was it to Essie. I was trying to help her, and all." No, you weren't. You were trying to save Mark. What are you talking about? Yeah, yet he's acting like all self righteous, like, "Oh yeah, I was trying to help her," and all this kind. Of course, Esty believes him, and it's like, does nobody see that these four guys are working together? Like, seriously, they have suspicions, but seriously?
hi, I'm Esty and Damien and everyone else in the Big Brother house. I don't see that these four guys are working together. I have blinders on.
Well, I mean, come on, really? Like, any chance any of their name comes up, they deflect or whatever. They did it with when Mark and Kiki were on the block together. I mean, like, doesn't Esty think that? Like, if he's really working with you and Kiki, like he says he was, why would he have fought harder to keep Kiki? And why would he have voted against her to begin with?
Of course.
Like, come on.
So, sweetie, Esty, you lovely young lady, wake up and smell, as they say,
the coffee.
Proverbial coffee.
Yeah, like, so he's going on, and Anthony talks to him in the bathroom before HOH, and he's like, calm down, you've got this. We'll just, throw blame somewhere else. Like, well, all this kind of, it's okay.
You gotta
just
be
relax,
able to sell it,
more or less, kind of thing.
Anthony's game. He stepped up his game, man. He's working hard.
Yeah,
dude.
but he's kind of played like this almost from the beginning. He actually is quite the good player, because he's smart. Like, he knows what to say. He knows how to convince people of what he wants you to know, kind of thing.
Very
And he's very convincing, kind of thing.
Very Dr. Will.
Yeah. Will is a little. Yeah.
Will was a little more refined.
Yeah, and Will actually could be mean. Like, if you ever saw the first season, which would be like season 2 of the American
nasty.
Big Brother, so you're going back quite a few years. He was pretty mean, like hence Chilltown and all that kind of thing. The second time he was on, he didn't play it as mean.
Well, he's a little older.
Plus, he had to change out how he plays. People knew how he played the first time around, so he couldn't play it exactly the same way.
Exactly.
So, he's playing it more like the second kind of Dr. Will, but also not quite Dan like, because Dan also kind of snarky a lot too. Well, Anthony's not really being snarky, but he is being pretty smart. He's very persuasive. He can actually make it think or believe what he's saying.
Well,
which is good. And actually, the Pretty Boys kind of need that, because let's face it, Dane's not very good at convincing people he's telling the truth. And Adam kind of gets like shell shocked too when people confront him or he gets angry. And Mark's kind of just there.
Okay. Kids, if you're ever going to play Big Brother,
they kind of need Anthony.
If you're asking someone if they're lying to you, or if that you threw their name out, whatever, and they suddenly go,
they're probably lying to you. But we'll get into more of that later. So we have the HOH competition, and like we said, because the end of the eviction episode, they started the HOH comp,
and it's an endurance.
It's endurance. They had to hang on to the pipes of slop with their arms and their legs, kind of thing, and nice little shorts that they were giving the guys too.
Ladies, you got a little beefcake action happening.
That's one thing I noticed with the Canadian Big Brother is they don't just put the women in like scantily clad and tight stuff. They do to the guys too.
It's equal. And it looked like the guys and girls were wearing the same kind of top.
They were. I think it was pretty much the same kind of outfit. Pretty much.
So, like, okay.
Like, it was like almost like tank tops, but almost like they had like a strap underneath here, and then these tight little short shorts, including the guys. Like, whereas the American one, they kind of don't do that with the guys.
So it'll be
but
similar.
They do here.
It'll be similar, but they'll tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, to make it more guy-like. But, like, you'll have, for example, say, it was like a military outfit kind of thing. They'll have like the girls in short shorts with little tiny skirts and like maybe crop top in the American one, and the guys will be in like pants and like a military type top. Here, the guys will be in short shorts too if they've got the girls in short shorts and the same kind of tank top. So it's funny if Canadians are watching, you know what I'm talking about. But if the Americans are watching it, man, you know, it's funny. But anyway.
Here's the thing. You know, in doing the Big Brother Canada show, you cannot have body issues, you know, because...
Yeah, you notice it. You're not a guy or girl here.
Because guess what? You're going to get over those body issues quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah, you can't be... I mean, they'll put them in bodysuits. I'm talking guys too. I mean, they literally, it's pretty much the same outfit they're putting everybody in, or very similar.
If they're gonna make her wear
they're gonna make the guy wear it.
Make me
I
wear
mean, that's what I've noticed about the Canadian one as opposed to the American one. That they'll do that. So anyway, they're hanging off the pipe, and of course, because it's that kind of a competition, as you guys well know, it's harder when you're heavier and you're bigger. So the guys are obviously struggling.
Oh.
So,
well, I've never heard so much grunting and groaning in my life, like on cable TV.
Well, maybe the cable channels and actually daytime nowadays, but you know. Anyway, so in order, they dropped as
Kira. She was out
Kira
like a bullet. She tried. This girl has no physical stamina. Whatsoever.
No, she doesn't seem to do well in physical competitions at all. No balance, no strength.
And the dark horse of the pretty boys, that muscle man, Anthony, he's grunting and groaning, and all of a sudden, boom.
I figured he'd be one of the first out, because he's the biggest guy there.
Then Mark.
Mark is also one of the biggest guys there.
Well, here's another one that's kind of like Kira. It has no physical...
He doesn't have much game, let's face it.
And then...
He's actually lucky he's with the pretty boys, because I think he would have been gone a long time ago. He has really no game. I don't see it.
He wouldn't have survived in the Big Brother US. You know, because
he wouldn't have survived if he didn't have the pretty boys.
And the next one that I was shocked, because she's such a light little thing, was Esty.
But she was struggling pretty much in the beginning. I don't think she has much endurance strength either. But even though she's light.
But midway through this, all the pipes, they're all hanging off, spring a leak.
Was it after Esty or was it after the next person who dropped?
I think it was after Esty. It was just before Esty dropped.
They started spraying like slop, and it got pretty slippery.
So it made things slick.
And I think it was it was Damien said, I just swallowed some and didn't taste too bad.
So the final three hanging in this competition.
So you've got Damien still, Adam, Corey is still in it.
Damien,
and Dane. So there's 4.
And Corey.
There's still 4.
And so Damien, he's grunting and groaning and screaming and yelling, and I don't know if his hand slipped or what, but I
think his leg slipped.
He lost grip.
So Damien was next to go. I couldn't believe Adam was still in it at this point.
Oh.
I figured he went but he's like letting go. He's resting his one arm. I guess they were allowed to do that.
But he's red faced. You can see he's struggling. He's in good shape, but he is soaked in
I mean,
sweat.
he's heavy. I mean, like I said, it's hard to hold up over 200 pounds. I mean, outside of Anthony, he's the next biggest guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
Okay, it's down like Dane's on one side, Adam's on the other, and here's Corey
And
smack
Corey
in the
is
middle.
Yeah.
And she's looking at both of them, going, "I ain't dropping." And more or less, she says this. They cut away to like the diary room, and she's like, "I'm right in between both of them, and I'm showing them I'm here to stay."
Yeah. Well, because she knows that apparently last week, there was backdoor plan, and she'd heard that it was Dane and Adam and potentially Sam that were talking about backdooring her last week. So she's not 100% sure, and so these are the last two still there.
Yeah.
She knows she needs to win this because she's a potential target going up and then out this week.
More or less to tell these two knuckleheads, you know,
I'm here to play. And it's also, plus she knows if she was a potential target last week, she's going to be a potential target this week.
So the next one to go, the Toothless Wonder.
There goes Dane.
There goes Dane. Vaya con Dios. So, but as this is going on, Adam's wheeling and dealing.
It was, I think, yeah. Well, he told Dane, "You're good." Obviously, Dane knows he was good with Adam, so that's why Adam felt like he could drop. Dane felt like he could drop.
Well, and he's telling both of them, you know, you both are okay. You both are okay.
Yeah, but Corey's not buying it.
Corey's like,
at this point, no.
You know, like if you could read her mind just by her look, she's like, whatever.
Yeah.
And okay,
Dane, I wouldn't believe them either, but yeah. So Dane drops. So now it's Corey and Adam, and so Corey's like, "Give it to me," and he's like, "Well, Adam's struggling." Yeah. And he's sick, and he knows he's pretty good with Corey because they've been pretty much for a long time. They've been talking and that kind of thing. So it's not like it's something that's new with them.
And he's not aware that she knows about it.
And yeah, she does. Oh,
he's not aware that she's got the inkling.
Well, not this point. Not this point. None of them are at this point. And then so she's like, "Give it to me," and he's like. Or Sam and I, "Okay, you're not going to put us up." She goes, yeah, you're fine. Yeah. So he drops. So Corey wins HOH. Not sure. Is this actually a power shift to the other side? I was not quite sure at this point. But we'll see.
We'll see how it plays out later in the week. Because right now, who knows, right?
It really all depends on a lot of stuff.
Dane was PO'd. It cuts to like...
Well, because he's upset that Adam gave it to her. Because he knows he's okay with her, and he's pretty sure Sam is too. But he knows she heard what Kiki said, and he knows he's a potential target for her.
Well, he's like, you know, how come you're up there repping you and Sam like you're supposed to?
Yeah, well, I thought you were Pretty Boy. Are you Pretty Boy? Who are you with? And it's like, well, the boys. And like, well, then who are you? What was it, Saddam?
Saddam.
Are you Pretty Boy or are you Saddam?
The worst name mashup ever.
Gosh.
Yeah. We're known as Saddam. Okay, so she wins. Dane comes in. He's stomping his feet like a 5-year-old. Like he's
as he likes to do.
But what's funny is Esty and Damien are sitting there. They're talking well.
They're not too happy that Corey won because they think that. Well, Esty comes in. Damien and Dane are in there, and
other way around.
Esty came in.
Dane came in.
Esty came in.
Dane.
Watch it again. Esty came in.
we're having a difference of opinion.
And she goes, "We're in a little bit of trouble," and Dane's like, "Well, he is because of your friend or whatever," blah, kind of thing. And he leaves. Dane leaves. And so Esty says to Damien, maybe we can try to throw, because she just lost Kiki, so she's worried about losing Dane.
Lose him. He's dead weight.
He doesn't have her back anyway.
No!
Unfortunately, she seems to be blind to this fact, but she doesn't. I mean, Kiki brought it up a while ago that there's 4 guys, but I don't know why that doesn't seem to clue into people. But anyway, so they're worried that Corey might put Dane up, and Esty believes she could be put up too, basically because of association with Dane.
But what's also, I don't know if you caught it, Esty and Damien are like, we need to start looking after ourselves.
Well, they should have been doing that from day one.
Newsflash, kids. But like, we saw a lot of Anthony this episode. Anthony
he's stepping up somewhat. Well, because they were all Dane and Anthony were talking, because they know Adam doesn't want Sam to go home, but they're worried, like they happened from the beginning, that he's too involved with Sam and not enough with the pretty boys. So they know now that Corey knows about the backdoor plan, and she's fishing to find out who actually spearheaded this.
And she's being pretty dogged about it.
And she's smart. She knows, and she's hurt because Kira has talked to her and told her before the evictions, a couple days ago, that Kira told Corey that Dane and she said Adam were both throwing, which is true, they were there in the conversation,
both throwing her under the bus,
saying that she could be the backdoor plan. Kira did omit Sam, although she's not above kind of throwing Sam in there too. So yes, she's loyal to Sam, but she's not gonna sacrifice her game for it. So that's actually smart of Kira, because Sam wouldn't do it for her either. She didn't do it for Chelsea, so she's not gonna do it for her. So now Corey is trying to find out, is this true? So, and they know that. So Dane and Anthony are talking about this because they know she's going to be questioning people. Anthony goes, well, Kira's told her this. She's going to want to talk to you. So we need to throw blame somewhere else. So, of course, to Sam. And they know that Adam's not going to like that, and that it was Sam's idea, blah, blah, that kind of thing. So Adam comes in and hears part of this conversation, and they sit him down, and they're like, well, we got to throw suspicion off, because they're going to say that Dane, that's what Kira's saying, that Dane
like,
did
okay,
it.
Who?
And he's like, okay, well, who? He has to know who.
Yeah.
Who are we going to pin it on? And at first, Dane's like, well, Kira? Well, then Kira said it. And so Adam's like, no, who do you want to pin it on?
Don't dance around.
And then Dana, well, Kira or Sam. And so, of course, Adam gets angry at this.
I knew you'd effing do this, blah, blah, blah. And he storms out.
And Anthony tries to stop him, but Adam's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Goes out and, leaves the two guys like, Adam, come back.
And Dane, see, I told you, dude.
Yeah.
That's evident. He ain't with us. And Anthony's like, he's literally rolling his eyes because he's like babysitting these two knuckleheads.
Yeah.
And
so Adam's upset because he's so sick of them targeting Sam all the time.
And he had a meltdown.
He's like going back into the storage room, and he's like punching the boxes and throwing the files and all that. And then Anthony comes back in, wants to talk to him. I don't want to talk to you, bro. But he goes, no, talk to me. So they go into the other room, and he's like, I knew you'd do this. You always go after Sam. And he goes, come talk in the Leon's lounge. Come talk to me. So it's like, you only heard part of the conversation, came in at the end of it. You wouldn't sit down and talk to us, just went out. And so he's like, they're going to put the blame on Dane, so we need to shift it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, why does it always have to be Sam? You've been trying to get rid of her from day one. And he's like, listen, he goes, I know you care about the girl, but you don't think she's kind of going to do this to you if she can? This is what we're trying to say.
You can't be emotional.
You can't be emotional. You're playing it too emotionally. Like, who are you with? Are you with Sam? Are you with the pretty boys? Who would you rather stay? If it came between, like, say, the pretty boys and Sam.
And
he goes, well, boys. And he goes, this is what I'm trying to say. Then you have to work with us in this.
But he can't.
Because, like he said, and it's true, for his particular game, Sam's good for it. Because eventually the pretty boys are going to have to eat themselves apart. Like, they're going to have to break apart on this. And why is it you guys probably think the same way. Why is it that it's okay for Dane to have Esty, but it's not okay
Yeah.
for Adam to have Sam? Like, I mean, like, it's actually a good idea to have at least one other number outside of the pretty boys kind of thing. I mean, because eventually you're going to have to turn on each other. So don't you want to have your own another ally that help you out kind of thing? Of course, it makes sense.
My opinion on that is, like, Esty's kind of she'll believe whatever Dane blows up her butt.
Where Sam's will not so much.
Hold on.
Right. She actually can, and Adam is more gullible, I guess, or more pliable. He'll believe what Sam tells him, and Sam's smart, and that's what they worry about. Not that that's just stupid, but Kiki was really the brains between them. Real, if you think about
Sorry,
it.
Esty. We love you.
Sorry, Esty. I mean, but if you think about it, Kiki was more of the gamer there, and she was right. That's why they got rid of her instead of you. So I mean, and that's what they worry about. That's why they're not so worried about Esty, because she's pretty much believing anything Dane tells her, where Sam doesn't. So, and that's, I think, what they worry about. She knows there's a 4, and she wants to break it up. Esty kind of is not doing that kind of
You'll
thing.
keep me safe, right, Dane?
Well, exactly. Right.
And
exactly.
Dane's like, sure.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, because of course, that's what's he gonna say,
You tell them what they need to hear. You keep telling them what they need to hear until you walk them out the door and go, bye.
Pretty much, but Sam's not like that. So that's why they find her dangerous.
And Anthony's really working hard to get Sam pinned as the bad guy.
So Corey starts talking to who she thinks is the players, and as Anthony puts into her head that, it wasn't Dane, it was Sam that's spearheading this, and she's throwing Dane under the bus.
You know what it's like between the two of them.
She brings Corey up, or Corey brings Kira up for the Wendy's meal, which Dimitri delivered.
Nice to see you, buddy.
And she asks Kira. Kira reiterates what she told her before, which is basically the truth, which she told her, but she just doesn't know it's Kira. Kira's actually the one telling her the truth here. She just still although she didn't omit Sam, which is actually smart, because Sam actually admitted to being part of the conversations, just wasn't her idea, which is true.
She withheld that, because, like you said,
Sam did admit that it came to her, which is actually true. She's not the one who brought it up. It was Dane.
Yeah.
And she didn't really say much anyway. She's just listening to the boys talk. So in that sense, Sam's actually telling the truth. And so is Kira, but Corey doesn't know if they're the ones telling the truth or not. So Kira reiterates, and Kira gets the idea that she is quizzing her, and she's wanting to find out who's telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Dane comes in, and she blatantly asks,
Who was it?
And he kind of stalls, he's like a deer on that.
That's why I said, kids, if you're ever going to play this game and you've been doing silly stuff behind somebody's back and they ask you the truth.
Why don't you just say no?
No.
It was Sam. What do you think Kira's going to say? Of course she's going to stick up for her friend. Of course she's going to throw me under the bus. But you know me. We've been friends however long. And, Anthony had said to her, she talked to Anthony later on, too. And Anthony's like, well, look at it this way. Sam really only befriended you when Chelsea left and all this stuff. And that's actually not true. And now Corey was thinking about it. Sam befriended her pretty much from the time Corey came into the house. Yeah. Chelsea was still there. Because I remember we told you that they found that the fish was dead. That was Corey and Sam, and Chelsea was still there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if Corey's thinking, that's flawed logic and a flawed argument on Anthony's part, but who knows, right? If she remembers all that kind of stuff, that Anthony might be just trying to save his friend. The guys seem to be doing that. So,
well, you know what? It makes sense. I respect his loyalty and wanting to protect his buddy.
Well, of course. I mean, that's what you do when you're in an alliance, right? You don't throw them under the bus. But, I mean, I'm talking about, because she's not part of that alliance. If she's smart, she'd notice a pattern with these guys. That they're sticking up for each other and throwing everybody else under the bus. Now, she should be thinking, that they've been targeting Sam from pretty much day one.
Oh.
So of course they're going to throw her under the bus.
Of course.
Right? I mean, it's kind of logical here that they now might be the chance. So now they're going to lie to her kind of thing.
So it's like it's like that revolving door. All the players come in. So she has Sam sitting down.
And then she brings Sam in. And she asks Sam. And she goes, no, it wasn't. They came to her when she was HOH about the backdoor plan. It wasn't this big group.
It was all singular conversation.
It was all singular conversation. Well, that wasn't 100% true, but it also was not her idea. So it was a bit of a falsehood. It was really three of them that was there. It wasn't the whole big group. But,
she twisted it to fit her story.
Right. And it looked like Corey believed her, but I don't know if she 100% believed her.
Yeah.
Because Corey's actually not one that will pretend to say, believe you or not. Like, look at with Kiki last week. She blatantly said to her, I don't know if I really believe what you're saying. You know, like, so that's kind of how Corey talks to people. So I think she would have with Sam too. So I think she might kind of believe what Sam was saying, because really she has been friends with Sam pretty much from the time she entered the house. So,
and like, you know, as soon as Sam's out, Corey's thinking, then Anthony's back on damage control. She's the one. She's the spearhead. You know, and if I was Corey, I'd be like, okay, this dude is like really working me hard to get this point across.
Well, that's what we said, that he's trying to defend his friend.
You know, but you know, and Adam is getting hot over this, and you know.
Well, there was one part. The three guys are in the hot tub, and it's just Dane, Anthony, and Mark, and Anthony's just going off on Adam, talking how he's weak, and so we have to be strong, and him and the Sam thing, and he's never gonna let her go, and yada, just going on and on and on. And during all this, Adam's coming out there. He's putting his coat on. I'm surprised he didn't hear half of it, to tell you the truth, because Anthony was speaking pretty loud. And so he came in, and of course they changed their tune. Oh, hey, how's it going,
Anthony? And
so Anthony's looking at he had a cup of slop, and so it looks like, it's like the most interesting thing in the world. And all of a sudden, you know.
And it's like, I want you boys to know this is where my heart is. This is this.
Yeah, with the pretty boys.
And there's Anthony. He's become an archaeologist.
He's really engrossed in that cup.
This is a really interesting cup of slop.
Wow, it's really green.
It's really, really green.
Yeah, just saying.
Okay. The weirdest part of this whole episode. I don't know if you guys caught it, but we both looked at each other as we watched it.
Sam's weird.
Sam's a bit of a freak, man.
Yeah.
She's like, I like to smell weird stuff.
She starts smelling her armpits.
She's like,
she likes smelling people's armpits.
And she like bum rushed.
Well, she's like this. Oh, look, I smell really good. Like this. And so she goes over to Damien. And she's like, smell me. And he's like, oh, yeah, I smell really fresh. And so then she's like, you know, some girls. Kara goes that, you know, most girls smell really nice. And then Sam's like, some girls' armpits smell like tacos. It's like, what? Tacos? And so they happen to have an open taco packet. And she lets Kara smell it. And Kara's like, oh, that's like weirdly accurate. And she let all the others smell it, but this taco, and I start laughing.
I don't want to go to the East Coast.
East Coast shreds.
They're all pit sniffers.
That's
weird.
That's really weird. Like, are they all from, I forget what province they're all from. The East Coast, anyway. Newfoundland, I think.
But you know, it must be pretty dull up there. If that's
why are you sniffing people's armpits? And I don't think people smell like tacos, but apparently Kira thinks it was pretty accurate. What are you guys saying? You think pits smell like tacos? I don't think I've smelled a pit that smell like taco.
You know, you're plumbing insane depths of reality TV when you hear someone go, "A girl's armpit smell like tacos."
Some, not all. Some, but that was weird.
What the frig?
That was weird.
You know, and also for me, the funniest thing was to watch was Dane going in there and pleading his case, like really.
He didn't do a good job.
He did. No,
like we said, he looked like a deer in the headlights when she confronted him. Bless
Excuse
you.
me.
Bless you.
He looked like an after-school special of someone that got
Like I
caught.
said, he's not a good liar.
You know, it was like this. I really didn't. I like you as a person, and I really respect you. And
now, of course, it's probably more of that conversation, but they edited it. But he's not really a good liar. He's not very good at deflecting. So I think she was pretty certain that he probably spearheaded this whole thing. He's not very good at it.
And the funny thing is, I'll tell you, she had the same look I remember my grade 1 teacher having. That.
Well, you can tell Corey doesn't believe you. She has that expression on her face, like, really?
She don't hide nothing. She don't hide nothing.
Really? Kind of thing. But that was before she talked to Sam. So.
Yeah. It's. And you didn't really get a real good sense of what she was really going to do.
Yeah, an idea of who she was targeting. It was going to be one of the three.
Yeah.
You know.
But, you know, she played it close until.
Because she didn't really trust any of them. No. She didn't, like, she said really she only made a promise to Adam. But she did promise to keep Adam and Sam safe. But she's not 100% trusting them. Yeah. So it comes down to nominations. And she thinks of nominating Dane because she's pretty sure he spearheaded it. She thinks of nominating Esty because she thinks she's an accomplice to Dane. And then she thinks of Sam because she's not 100% sure whether what Dane's telling her and what Sam's telling her is the truth. And Kira, she thinks she's the perfect kind of like foot soldier for Sam. She'd do whatever she wants. I don't know about that, but
yeah, I don't know.
I think she's kind of thinking it's like a number thing, but I wouldn't doubt if Kira wouldn't throw under the bus if she had to.
Well, you know, she's starting to. I'm starting to get the vibe. Is she'll lay in the weeds, and the moment you're not useful to me, I'll cut. You know, I'll cut you loose.
I think she's loyal to Sam.
Yeah.
To a point, kind of thing. But I do think, like, she cut Chelsea loose, and she had a crush on her. So, I think she would if it wasn't good for her game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about that's a smart thing to do. It's how you play the game. Only one person wins this game. So even the Pretty Boys are going to have to realize that. So you're going to have to cut some. I mean, Mark seems to be the only one among that group, but he's not really making any moves, and you're kind of running out of time here, dude. Like, there's the last people now, so if you're gonna make a move, you better do it soon. Anyway, the nomination, and she nominates Dane and Estefania.
Mm-hmm.
She says to Dane because she's pretty sure he's the one who spearheaded wanting to backdoor her last week. And Estefania, because, again, like, she thinks she's the accomplice to Dane. So now, it'll really come down to, as usual, who wins POV, if they use it, and if they use it, who goes up on the block. If one of them comes down, would she put up Sam? Would she break her promise to Adam?
Do you know who won the POV?
I do.
Oh, you guys are going to be surprised.
But we can't tell you.
We can't tell you. But she could tell me.
Yes. Because that's all right. But you never know. You guys might already know. It hasn't aired, but that won't air till Wednesday.
Tell us what you guys think. Give us what you think might be the probable. Who might win?
Who might win? Do you think do you think POV will be used this week? Who do you think would go up in their place if it is used this week? Who do you think the target should be this week?
And if whoever wins...
Does Corey really believe what's being told?
Tune in this week and you'll find out the answer to this and many other questions.
Watch the live feed to get a lot more info than just watch the show, if you can. Because I'm not sure if the feeds are open to those in the United States, so...
Or come back and hang out with us.
Hang up with us. We'll keep you informed on what's going on.
Right on.
That's right. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like to give it a thumbs up and comment. We want to hear what you think of the episodes. Who's your favorite? Who you think should go home this week? How do you think Corey is playing the game? Let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button or the notification bell right up here. So you know every time I upload, anytime Big Brother Canada is on, we upload.
Amen.
Take care. Have a great rest of your week.
I'll see you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday or technically Thursday because of work schedules. See you then, guys.
Bye.
Bye.